Good morning, everybody. It is day 5 of Indomitus Week. Of course, this is going on for 6 days, and I've got a special videos planned for you tomorrow. But before we get there, we have to get through day 5, which is Friday this week. We've had quite an intense week. A lot of people very much seem to be enjoying the series. It is half killing me, but it's a lot of fun seeing so much progress being done in such a short period of time. So I have no qualms about doing it again if needs be. I'm going to turn the camera around, do what I normally do, and show you guys where we are currently at with the Indomitus project. So let me just flip this thingamajigger around. So we started the week off by knocking out the Necrons day 1. So this was Monday. I don't know why it's camera's flashing in and out of focus there, but yeah. So all of the Necrons are done minus 2 miniatures that I somehow forgot, but I'll get to that in a moment. Here is the Space Marines. So we did manage to get paint, all the miniatures base coated and washed so far, and they're obviously all finished being based as well. So it looks like a cohesive Flesh Tear army currently. Really happy with the results so far. Think about it, this is 4 days ago there was no paint on these miniatures, and now they're up to this standard already. So I'm quite happy with the progress so far. What I'm going to do in today's video is, a lot of people have been asking what the final result is going to look like, so I'm probably going to take something like a Bladeguard Veteran, which is quite a nice miniature, and I'm going to take that to 100% painted to show you guys exactly what I plan on doing with this force. That will of course be after lunch. Like I did, I tend to split the day into 2 things. I do something before lunch and something after lunch. Before lunch, I have to get those 2 Necrons that I forgot to do, because it will really feel like a cheat if I get to the end of today and be like, yep, everything is done except those 2 Necrons, so everything isn't done, and then I feel like I failed. So no, I can't stand. So I gotta get these 2 Necrons painted up this morning to match the rest of the Necrons, and then the afternoon I'm going to be working on a Bladeguard Veteran and showing you guys how to take that up to the kind of final standard for my Flesh Tears. You guys also seem to like being shown some of the cool things I've got in my cabinet, so I thought today I'd do a very quick flipperoo, and I would show you guys some of my Tyranids. It's just one of the random shelves of monsters and Tyranid crazy organisms that doesn't really fit in any cabinet or any cases or any storage solutions, so they just kind of permanently sit in a cabinet. So a couple of Dimacarians and all sorts of other madnesses in there. But yeah, I wonder why I would show you Tyranids. Anyway, alright guys, stick around, enjoy the day. Still to this day, I do not know how I missed 2 of the Necron miniatures. So as you can see here, I am constructing the 2 missing models to get them blasted through this evening. Obviously I've got some YouTube playing. I think I'm watching Tabletop Tactics' new video on the crazy new Tau Walker they did. Awesome video. Really do like their content. And I do spend a huge portion of my day making my videos, watching other people with their videos. I don't know if there's a YouTuber, hobby YouTuber out there that I don't watch their video every single week. Kind of keeps me sane. It's like my zen. And I like to see what people are up to and what they're getting on. And these guys are quite unique. So, getting them all built up fairly quickly. Couldn't find their actual original bases either, so I had to cut the tabs off the base and glue them onto normal bases, which was a bit of a pain. Especially since if I stole the 28mm base for the plasma size out of a set, and those bases are not... They don't grow on trees. You can't buy 28mm bases separately. So they're kind of a pain in the backside. I really wish Games Workshop would fix that. And let us get our grubby paws on 28mm bases. Like every Warcry model comes on a 28mm base, but you don't get any spare. Things like the Cadian Command Squad go on 28mm bases, but you don't get any spare. You know, there's just those weird kind of miniature skirmish games. You get exactly the right number of bases. So if you lose one, you're done. Like I lost that one here and I was like, okay, I'm fairly sure I can find one. But whenever I get to the future and I'm doing the project where I stole it from, I'm going to be really annoyed trying to find another. It's just so silly. But that's neither here nor there. It's not their fault. It's my fault for losing it. I'm sure I put all the bases somewhere clever, and then my cleverness got the best of me and I lost them. But yeah, flying through these Necrons, same exact scheme, obviously, to match in with the guys I did on Monday. So I think we've already done the brown, the orange, and now we're dry brushing up the silver on these guys. All that's left is a little bit of white and some contrast green to make them glow. Do the bases, you know, bit of weathering powder, that kind of bits and pieces. It will not take too long. And I do like how quick this scheme is, and I do like how the result of it is, because I do have a lot more Necrons to do. And if I can just like, okay, I've got 2 hours spare, Andy, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paint another squad for my Necrons and get that force growing and growing and growing for future battle reports and stuff. That will make me really excited. So I do like having armies that are not my like primary focus, like not like Guard or Space Marines, not my primary focus, but armies that I definitely want to play and see played on my channel. And being able to get reinforcements added to them constantly with quick schemes is awesome. So yeah, like I said, I blasted through these guys. I got them out of the way so I can stop beating myself up over forgetting them, or them being constantly pointed out by people on Twitch. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Or is it? But yeah, quick, cheap, cheerful, love it. Okay guys, so that's the morning complete. I managed to get these 2 Necron figures that I somehow managed to forget. Pretty much done. They're ready to rock and roll. Just need to wait for the base and material to fully dry so I can finish those up, add the weathering patterns, and then we're good to go. That is not the only thing I did this morning, but I can't talk about the other things I can do, or I did do right now, but you will know very, very soon. So the afternoon is going to be spent with me showing you guys how I would take these miniatures to the completed stage. I'm going to do it on a simple Bladeguard veteran. By simple, I mean not simple at all. But definitely my favorite miniatures from the box set are the Bladeguard veteran. They are so cool. And I want to see one fully done to inspire me to get the rest done. So that's what I'm going to tackle after I get some food now. So yeah, stick around and enjoy some high detail, high quality Bladeguard veteran action. Maybe this challenge is starting to get to me. Okay, so here's the Bladeguard veteran as he stands with just the base coats, washes, and his base is done. Like I said, I think it's up to quite a nice standard. If I was deciding to leave them here, I of course would paint the eyes and stuff. But I've got my wet palette ready and it's time to do a little bit of layering. So I'm going to start with Corn Red, which is the color I use to layer up my flesh tears. I have done an individual captain before on Twitch stream, and I have done an individual Bladeguard Assault Intercessor for YouTube videos to show people how to paint them. And I'm pretty much following those exact techniques. So as you see, I've got a fine pointed brush, Corn Red, and I'm working my way around the details on the shield, being neat and tidy. With the layering stage, this is the bit where you have to start getting neat and tidy and get those nice clean coats, those nice clean lines. Like I said, one of my favorite things about Flesh Tearers is that they are that kind of grim, dark scheme. I don't want these guys to be glowing across the battlefield like Sons of Aurora or anything like that. I want them to be, you know, they're angels of death. These are Blood Angel successors. They are not to be trifled with. They are some of, if not the most savage loyalist Space Marines in the Imperium. And I think their color scheme definitely reflects that. As you can see, I'm going in, I'm doing the armor now. And like I said, fine pointed brush, Corn Red, and I do take my time with this stage. I actually enjoy this stage of painting. The layering, I don't know why, I find it super therapeutic. Going panel by panel and leaving those dark lines in between each of them really sets it off. So here's all the red done on him. As you can see, it's made quite a bit of difference already. Mechanica Standard Grey comes in now, and that's just to highlight the robes that run down the front of them. I didn't want like bright creams or whites or anything like that. I wanted a dark color, so I decided to go with grey, and I think I made the right choice. Obviously, this is non-basic infantry, but all Bladeguard veterans and most characters have some form of cloth somewhere in the models. And it works a treat to get them done with the grey scheme. And all I did was Mechanica Standard Grey for the highlight. Super quick, super effective. Not 2 or 3 stages of highlighting, just one simple coat. Like I've got an entire Indomitus set to layer up. And that isn't by no means where the Flesh Tearers army is going to end. So I don't want to be going crazy. Even on the layering stage, I want to make it quick and fast and efficient and easy and enjoyable. I argued and fought with these shields so much when I was doing them on the Twitch stream. Originally they had big gaudy gold everywhere and they were bright and they were hard. I hated them. Ever since I switched to black cross, black trim, red, a little bit of gold in the middle, and I love them. I think they look so cool. I in fact own 21 Bladeguard veterans. Don't ask me how I ended up with 21 Bladeguard veterans because I do not know. I'm trying to divide them up between different armies, and I think another batch of 3 will definitely make it into the Flesh Tears and make this squad a squad of 6 because the models are just so cool. Lead Belcher was brought in as the highlight for all of the gold and silver parts. If you are new to the channel, which I'm guessing a bunch of people are who watch my Indomitus stuff, I use silver to highlight gold pretty much exclusively, but I just use this like kind of touch highlight scheme. I just hit the sharp pointed areas along edges, almost like if you were dry brushing, but you're not dry brushing the tech, you know, where dry brush would hit a miniature is where I want to do. So I think I go over the top of the Iron Halo now, and as you can see, it's just a line up the kind of sharp points of the spikes, and if you touch highlights around the edge. Ulthuan Grey very quickly to re-highlight the kind of buzzsaw blade of, in the center of the icon, or no, that surrounds the center of the icon. The teardrop of Sanguinius. Nothing crazy. Use any kind of bright pale color you want. I use Carrick Stone here to highlight the purity seal. I keep wanting to say fabric, but the material that is makes up a purity seal. The paper, papyrus, whatever you want to call it. Carrick Stone, very quick, very simple. Not trying to go too bright or too crazy in any one detail. Pink Horror was then brought in to highlight the wax, which I know is a bright and crazy color, but it's in such a minuscule amount that it doesn't really matter. He's got 2 purity seals, one here and one on the side of him, so got both of those done. Pure white was painted into the eye lenses, and then the Carandra's green contrast was thrown into them to give them the glowing green eye effect. I decided to use Carandra's green because then it mirrors the glow effect on the Necron weapons as well, so there's a little bit of kind of symmetry there, which I think is really cool. Here's an example of one of the Bladeguard veterans before and after it got layered up. As you can see, it does make quite a big difference. The one on the right still looks really cool, but I think it is definitely worth my time going back and doing everything on them to match the one on the left. I still need to put something on his right shoulder pauldron. Not sure what that will be, but I don't like bare shoulders, so I'll find something cool to add to him. And that brings this video to almost a close. I think it looks really cool. I'm super happy with the effect. I have liked Blood Angels for a very long time, but didn't really want to paint actual Blood Angels, so this fits perfectly. Okay guys, we are at the end of day 5 of the Indomitus Week challenge thing. Really need to come up with a better name for that, right? Indomitus Week works, I think. We do have one more day involved, which is tomorrow, even though there doesn't seem to be a lot left to do. But I do have special plans for tomorrow, including a full showcase of everything I did this week. I will show you some proper like high-res images of all the different miniatures and talk you through my thoughts and feelings about how the week went and basically what I can do if I decide to do this in the near future. And then there might be some extra special stuff as well. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I got done so far this week and let you be the judge of my success. So sorry about the dodgy camera flip again. I'm not used to this camera in hand stuff. So I know I've shown you this a lot, which is the Necrons, but as you can see, the 2 missing miniatures are now all done, except for the finishing on the bases, but I need to wait for the contrast to fully dry so I can dry brush them up. But here is actually all of the Necron miniatures finished and ready to rock and roll, thank God. And here is the full set of Flesh Tears miniatures from the Indomitus set, which is kind of crazy. It's so many models. Like, it's a lot of models. It's so many heroes, whether it be lieutenants, captains, chaplains, Justicar, ancient, Bladeguard veterans, units of assault intercessors, eradicators, or outrider bikes. As it stands, I'm really pleased with how they look. Even just as they are right now, I would be more than happy to throw them on a table and play some games. So yeah, like I said, a lot of people have said I haven't shown them kind of in up close and personal. I'm going to save that for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow morning will be like the wrap up of the Indomitus Week's videos. So hopefully you guys are excited to jump on tomorrow and see the whole full rundown. I will not be the only video that is released tomorrow. Tomorrow is a special day and you'll actually be getting 2 video releases tomorrow. One on the end of the Indomitus Crusade and one with something a little bit special and extra. So hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy that. As it goes, I want to say a huge thank you for you guys for, like I said, the continued support. The Indomitus Crusade series has been awesome. You guys have really liked it. The Twitch stream last night was insane. Twitch has been something that has been kind of a little bit stagnant for a while. I've been kind of hovering around the like 20 people viewing me, which I don't scoff at all. I learned a statistic recently that if you have 20 people watching you on Twitch, you're in the top 1% of people streaming, which is a crazy statistic. But last night it was kind of 40 to 50 people watching the entire night, so that was awesome to see. So some real growth there. It felt awesome, and the guys were all chatting and stuff, so really liked it. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video today, which I know is a little bit shorter, but I have actually been working on a few other things today that I can't show you yet, so I know it might seem like I haven't done a lot today, but you'd be surprised at how much work I have to do today. I'll explain it all tomorrow. Yeah, so if you did, make sure you show support, show the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. There's 2/3 of the people that watch my videos are still not subscribed, which is a crazy thing. Just hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me. Ask me any questions or any comments or any feedback you want in the comments below, and I will get back to each and every one of you guys. And if you want some extra content from me, my Patreons get an extra video every single week. So that's 52 extra videos a year for them. So check out that with all the links below. They also get access to a private Discord server, which is pretty cool. So thank you guys so much for sticking around till the end of day 5 of Indomitus Week. I look forward to bringing you all the content tomorrow on day 6. I promise you won't be disappointed. And yeah, I'll see you then.